Robert says, on top, but the statistics Hearts faced to win the league are staggering. Since 1960, there's only been 7 sides outside Glasgow that have won it in 65 years. First Dundee in 62, their greatest side. Last one to win was Aberdeen's great team in 85. Sobering fact, no club outside Glasgow has won the league for the past 40 years. Keith Jackson predicting Hearts as a serious league challenge to the Old Firm. More chance in the $500 million lottery. Hearts probably need to win more than 30 games. As his experienced reporter...
Jeez, what's this, 20,000 words?
As his experienced reporter and voice of reason...
and it's worse.
Craig Swan rightly answered, asked me after another 20 games. Similar answer he gave when Aberdeen were on fire early last season, then crashed. That's from a C Swan in... No, I'm not kidding. It could have been, though. It could have been.
What do you want me to say?
Well, I mean, first of all, I think Derek McInnes has made the comments today
that anybody that thinks Hearts are involved in a title chase is stupid.
Pretty much, aye.
Cheers, Dale. Yeah, Swanee's the voice of reason. Look, I'm not going to temper it down. I see that Hearts have got everything in place. I think they look a lot more robust than Aberdeen did last season, even though they did get off to a flyer, and even though some of us might have been a little bit guilty of thinking that Aberdeen were going to be capable of sustaining it. This is a different Hearts, and it's a very, very different manager. And it's a manager that, unlike Jimmy Tilleen, knows what it's like to hang around in the top end of the Scottish League, knows what's required to stay there, and he's backed by serious cash and Tony Bloom and Jamestown Analytics. All the ingredients are there. It is early. I totally get that. One of the comments last night said, wait until after the Edinburgh derby. And Hearts have I've got a game against Kilmarnock sandwiched in between Celtic coming to Tynecastle as well. That's probably a fair assessment. That where are Hearts? What does it look like after these 3 games? But my spidey senses are telling me they'll probably be in fairly decent shape. I think Hearts, and I know, and I totally get it. I totally understand. Of course you do. Why Derek McInnes is coming out and saying, "Oh, don't be silly. We're not even thinking about it." Oh, not at all. Let me tell you something. I know Derek McInnes. I've got a fairly good idea what he's saying inside the dressing room won't match up with what he wants to say in public or the message that he wants to put out in front of the cameras or the microphones. Derek McInnes took the Hearts job specifically for the reason that he wanted to roll around in the mud with Celtic and Rangers. And he felt that he had a chance of doing that at a club of Hearts stature with the setups they've got, the facilities, the backing from Tony Bloom. It's all there. That is the reason that Derek McInnes has gone there. And don't let him fool you into thinking anything else. I have no doubt about it that's his ambition. That's where the mark is set just now. He wants to go in there and he sees himself as a disruptor. And he's got such a strong opportunity to do that this season at Tynecastle. So I'm not going to apologise for getting excited about what I think Hearts might be able to achieve this season. I'm not saying that I think they're going to win the league, but I'm saying I do believe that they have got a manager and a squad which is designed to give them the ultimate chance of going the course and distance. And they've also got a financial backer that if he thinks, come January time, that this is a possibility, he'll go again. Tony Bloom will go again in the transfer market. And you can be absolutely certain of it.
Tone in the comments echoes that, says signs are good. Bloom supposedly met Dell and promised money if required. It will be fascinating if they get to January and they're in a similar spot to they are now.
Look, as I said, Dan, it was a fair comment last night from one of the guys just saying, you know, we'll have a far better idea if Hearts are going to be robust enough, strong enough to go the distance this season after their next 3 games. Hibs at home, massive test, massive derby with Derek McInnes' first Edinburgh derby. So there's a lot of ingredients going into that. Kilmarnock away, I think it is, which is Derek going back to Rugby Park, and he'll probably get a fairly hostile reception there. That's interesting. And then, of course, the ultimate test is Celtic going across the M8. Let's see what Hearts are at the end of that. I think that's a fair kind of period of time that you would then have to to assess the thing. It'd be 9 league games into the season, but some major tests will have been negotiated, albeit Hearts would still then need to go to Celtic Park, and they would still need to go across the other side of Edinburgh to Leith. So these are all big things. But I think a picture is starting to build, and I see no reason. I don't think Hearts fans should be, desperate to curb their own enthusiasm here. I think there's a reason for them to be excited. They should be excited, and they should enjoy this for however long it lasts. Because, it's been a long time coming.
Absolutely.